Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to remind you of one thing: life will knock you down. It will humble you, break you, and test you in ways you never thought possible. But it's not about how hard you fall, it's about how you get back up, how you rebuild yourself after the storm. We live in a world where failure is often seen as the end. But let me tell you something: you can't let failure define you. You got to let it refine you. Because it's in those moments of doubt, of pain, of uncertainty, that you discover who you truly are. You find out what you're made of when the pieces of your life are shattered, lying on the ground. Life is full of challenges, and no matter who you are, there will come a time when you face failure. It may come in the form of a personal loss, a career setback, or a dream that didn't materialize. In those moments, it's easy to feel like everything is over. The weight of failure can make you question your abilities, your purpose, and even your worth. But here's the truth: failure is not the end. Many people believe that when they stumble, they've reached their limit. They see failure as a final stop, a destination. But in reality, failure is simply a part of the journey. It's not about the fall itself, it's about what you do next. How you respond when things don't go as planned is what truly matters. You have a choice to stay down and let the failure define you, or to rise again and let it refine you. Failure teaches valuable lessons. It strips away the unnecessary and reveals where you need to grow. It's an opportunity to reflect, to learn, and to build a stronger foundation for your future. Many of the greatest successes in history were built on the backs of countless failures. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is often not talent or luck, it's resilience. When you rebuild after failure, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Each time you get up, you bring with you the wisdom gained from falling. You become stronger, more determined, and better equipped to handle the next challenge. The road to success is rarely straight, but with persistence and the mindset that failure is a stepping stone, you can rebuild yourself and create something even greater than you imagine. Rebuilding yourself is not a one-time event, it's a gradual process that requires perseverance. Often when people think about personal growth or overcoming setbacks, they expect quick results. But the truth is, real lasting change takes time. It's like building a house, each brick laid with care, each step measured. Every day you have to commit to the work of becoming stronger, better, and more resilient. Success is not built overnight, and neither is the process of rebuilding yourself. Perseverance is the key. When things don't go your way, it's tempting to give up, to believe that the effort isn't worth it. But those moments of doubt are precisely when perseverance matters most. It's easy to keep going, everything is smooth, but the real test of character comes when the road is rough, when obstacles seem insurmountable. Perseverance means pushing through those tough times, knowing that each small effort is contributing to the bigger picture. You won't always see immediate results. In fact, progress might feel invisible at times. You might question whether all your hard work is making any difference. But remember, rebuilding yourself is a marathon, not a sprint. Each day you persist, you're laying a new brick, strengthening the foundation of your future self. Even when you can't see the end result, trust that the process is working. Perseverance also teaches patience. It forces you to develop discipline, to focus on consistent effort rather than instant gratification. The path to rebuilding yourself requires that you stay committed even when success feels distant. Over time, as you continue to put in the work, the small steps add up. One day you'll look back and realize that the effort, the struggle, and the perseverance were all part of what made you stronger and more capable. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful steps you can take in the process of rebuilding yourself. It's easy to point fingers, to blame others for your misfortunes, and to feel like a victim of circumstances. But as long as you continue to shift the blame outward, you give away your power. You lose control of the one thing you truly have authority over: yourself. Owning your mistakes in your story means accepting that you are in charge of your own path, no matter what obstacles life throws your way. When you own your mistakes, you stop seeing failure as something to avoid at all costs. Instead, you start to see it as a natural part of the process of growth. Mistakes aren't the end, they're a stepping stone to learning and improvement. By acknowledging where you went wrong, you gain the clarity to correct your course and make better decisions moving forward. This isn't about dwelling on the past or beating yourself up, it's about learning, adjusting, and moving forward with greater wisdom. Owning your story also means embracing everything that's made you who you are. Every challenge, every triumph, every setback, they all form the unique story that only you can tell. It's easy to wish things had gone differently, but the reality is that your story, with all its ups and downs, has shaped you into the person you are today. By accepting that, you empower yourself to write the next chapter with purpose. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you reclaim your power. No one else controls your future. By owning your mistakes in your story, you free yourself from the past and open the door to the possibility of a brighter, stronger future that you build on your terms. When you rebuild yourself after a setback, you don't just change your own life, you inspire others. Whether you realize it or not, people around you are watching how you handle adversity. They see the challenges you face, the struggles you endure, and most importantly, how you rise again. Your journey of rebuilding isn't just about you, it becomes a beacon of hope for others who may be facing their own battles. In moments of struggle, people often feel alone, as if they're the only ones going through hardship. But when they see someone else overcome similar obstacles, it creates a sense of possibility. Your resilience and determination to rebuild yourself show others that failure is not final, that adversity is not a permanent state. By picking yourself up and pushing forward, you demonstrate that it's possible to come back stronger, no matter how difficult the circumstances. Inspiring others doesn't require you to shout your story from the rooftops. Sometimes it's in the quiet, determined acts of perseverance that the most powerful inspiration is found. People see how you carry yourself, how you refuse to give up, and that gives them the courage to believe that they too can overcome their challenges. They see that rebuilding isn't a smooth, perfect process. It's messy, it's difficult, but it's also possible. Your story, your journey of rebuilding, becomes a testimony to the power of persistence. When others witness your growth, it gives them permission to believe in their own ability to rebuild. You offer a roadmap, a living example that despite the setbacks and failures, there is always hope for renewal. In that way, your journey of rebuilding becomes something much larger than yourself. It becomes a source of strength and inspiration for others to follow their own path toward recovery and growth. Strength is forged through struggle. In the moments when life feels the hardest, when the challenges seem overwhelming, that's when true growth happens. It's easy to be strong when everything is going your way, but the real test of strength comes when you're facing adversity. It's in those times of struggle that you learn what you're really capable of. You don't grow when things are easy, you grow when things are difficult. When you're forced to dig deep and find the resilience you didn't know you had. Adversity sharpens you. It teaches you how to navigate challenges, how to endure discomfort, and how to push beyond what you thought were your limits. Every setback, every obstacle you face is an opportunity to develop new strengths, new skills, and a deeper understanding of self. When you confront hardship head on and refuse to give up, you build a kind of inner strength that can't be shaken by the next storm that comes your way. The struggle isn't something to fear or avoid. It's a part of life, and it's a part of the process of becoming stronger. Each time you face a challenge, you have the chance to develop resilience, patience, and perseverance. These qualities don't come from smooth sailing. They come from the times when you've had to fight, to push through the pain, to keep going when everything in you wanted to stop. That's where true strength is built. By embracing the struggle, you also gain confidence. You start to realize that you can handle more than you thought. Each challenge you overcome reinforces your belief in your ability to face the next one. Over time, the difficulties that once seemed impossible become manageable, and you carry with you a deeper sense of power and strength that can only come from enduring and growing through struggle. Rebuilding yourself is not a one-time event, but rather a continuous journey. It's easy to think that once you've overcome a setback, the work is done, but personal growth and self-improvement are lifelong processes. The journey of rebuilding is one of constant evolution, where each phase brings new challenges, insights, and opportunities for growth. As you rebuild, you will find that each time you reach one goal, a new horizon appears, offering fresh possibilities for growth. This journey requires patience and dedication because there's no final destination where everything is perfect. Instead, rebuilding yourself means consistently working on becoming the best version of who you are, learning from each experience and applying those lessons to move forward. There will be moments of progress, but also moments where you feel like you've taken steps backward. This is part of the process. Every setback is an opportunity to reevaluate, adjust, and continue moving toward a better version of yourself. The beauty of this journey is that it's uniquely yours. No one else's path will look exactly like yours, and that's what makes it powerful. You're constantly evolving, gaining new perspectives, and discovering strengths you didn't know you had. As you progress, you'll begin to see that the journey itself is what shapes you, not just the end results. It's the process of striving, learning, and growing that makes you resilient and wise. By embracing this mindset, you stop chasing perfection and instead focus on the incremental progress you make each day. You'll realize that setbacks aren't failures, they're part of the journey. Every step, whether forward or backward, is a part of your personal evolution. In the end, the process of rebuilding becomes a lifelong journey of self-discovery, where you continually rise to meet the challenges ahead with greater strength and wisdom.